Hey everyone, and welcome to this explainer. I am absolutely thrilled you're tuning in today because we're going to demystify a process that honestly, so many people assume is incredibly complex, but it really truly doesn't have to be. Today, we're focusing on exactly how EPF claims are filed online using the official EPFO member portal. If you've been wondering how to actually access your employee's Provident Fund, well, you're in exactly the right place. And you know what the best part is? The whole thing is surprisingly simple. By the time we wrap up here, you're going to see exactly how this can be done right from the comfort of your couch using your phone or your computer.
So, I just have to ask you straight up, are you ready to claim your EPF? Look, I know dealing with government portals and all that bureaucratic red tape can feel, well, a bit intimidating. It's super easy to look at the paperwork, the endless acronyms, and just feel totally overwhelmed. But I want to reassure you right off the bat, this process is actually really straightforward. We're going to break this down together step by step and map out exactly what you need to do. You've worked hard for this money, and getting access to it is simply a matter of following a logical sequence.
So here is our roadmap from preparation to destination. We'll be breaking things down into 4 simple phases. Number 1, preparing your EPF credentials. Number 2, accessing the EPFO portal. Number 3, filing your online claim. And finally, number 4, tracking and processing timelines.
All right, let's dive right into phase 1, preparing your EPF credentials, or as I like to call it, laying the groundwork.
Honestly, this is the most critical part of the entire process. And the funny thing is, it happens before you even attempt to file a claim. You should treat this as your essential mental checklist. Before you apply for anything, you absolutely must check your eligibility with these 5 things. First, your UAN, your Universal Account Number, needs to be activated. Second, your Aadhaar must be linked and verified. Third, make sure your PAN and your bank account details are fully updated in the system. Fourth, and pay attention here because this is a big one that catches so many people out, your mobile number absolutely must be linked with your Aadhaar. And finally, your KYC details need to be approved by your employer. Having these 5 elements ready and verified is the crucial first step. If you've got these lined up, the rest is an absolute breeze. But if you skip them, well, you join a rather unfortunate statistic. Incredibly, millions of rupees in EPF funds are sitting unclaimed right now simply because of basic KYC and linkage errors. No way we're letting that happen to you.
So, once your groundwork is completely laid, we move right along to phase 2. Accessing the EPFO portal, which is all about making entry into the system. This part is basically designed to be quick and easy. You're just going to open up your preferred web browser and head directly to the EPFO member portal. Logging in is just your standard procedure. You've done this a million times on other sites. Step 1, open the portal. Step 2, punch in your UAN and your password. Step 3, you just solve that little CAPTCHA image to prove you're not a robot. And step 4, click sign in. Boom, you are inside the portal.
Now that we're officially logged in, I actually want to hit the brakes for just a second. We need to emphasize a major friction point where a lot of people tend to get stuck. Once you're inside, you need to verify those KYC details immediately. You do this by navigating over to the Manage tab and clicking on KYC. Right there, you must check and confirm that your Aadhaar is verified, your PAN is verified, and your bank account is approved. Seriously, I cannot stress this enough. If anything is missing on the screen, you have to update it before you even think about submitting your claim. Because here is the golden rule of the EPFO portal. Incorrect KYC information will delay your claim. It's a really simple sentence, but it is vital. Taking just a few extra minutes on that Manage KYC screen to ensure absolute accuracy, that's exactly what guarantees a smooth process later on. Whatever you do, don't rush past it. Okay, assuming your KYC is totally spotless, we are now ready to shift into phase 3, filing your online claim. This is it, the main action phase. Let's look at exactly where you need to click. To get to the online claim section, head up to the top menu, click Online Services, and from that dropdown, select Claim. This is where you're going to see options for Form 31, 19, and 10C. But hold on, before you even get to those forms, the portal is going to ask you to verify your bank account number. You'll just type it in, click Verify, and then you'll need to accept a quick declaration to continue. It's basically just a built-in safety net, just making doubly sure the money is headed to the right place. All right, let's move on to selecting your claim type. Now, government portals absolutely love their form numbers, right? So let's translate this bureaucratic numbering into real-world terms. If you are looking for your final PF settlement, you need to select Form 19. If it's your pension withdrawal benefit you're after, you're looking for Form 10C. And if you just need a partial PF advance, you'll want to select Form 31. The whole key here is just knowing exactly what you require so you can click the right option right from the get-go.
Once you've grabbed the right form, you are on the home stretch. Just follow these final 4 steps to actually submit the thing. Step 1. Fill in whatever specific info your form asks for. Step 2. If they request any supporting documents for your specific claim type, go ahead and upload them here. Step 3, and hey, this is exactly why our groundwork was so vital earlier, you're going to be asked to enter an OTP, a one-time password. That OTP goes exclusively to your Aadhaar-linked mobile number. Without that phone literally in your hand, you're stuck. But once you enter that OTP, step 4 is just clicking submit. And just like that, your claim is successfully filed.
Which brings us to our 4th and final phase, tracking and processing timelines. Yep, the wait begins.
But here's the good news. After you hit submit, you don't have to just cross your fingers and sit in the dark wondering what's going on. The portal actually lets you keep an eye on things. To check your status, you simply log back in, head back to that online services menu, but this time you're going to click Track Claim Status. This specific dashboard is awesome because it allows you to monitor your application every single step of the way, right up until the payment actually drops into your bank account. So naturally, the very next question is always, well, how long is this going to take? Let's anchor your expectations right here, right now. Most EPF claims are processed within 7 to 20 working days. Keep in mind this timeline heavily depends on the necessary verifications and the internal processing times over at the EPFO. But generally speaking, 7 to 20 working days is the window you should be looking at. As we wrap up these steps, I want to leave you with a super quick summary of the most crucial tips to make sure this entire process runs like a well-oiled machine for you. First, double-check that your bank account is actually active. If it's dormant, the transfer will fail, period. Second, keep that Aadhaar-linked mobile number available at all times while you're doing this. And finally, double-check all your details before hitting that final submit button. Remember, just like we talked about earlier, incorrect KYC information is the absolute #1 thing that will delay your claim. And that, my friends, brings us to the end of our explainer on filing EPF claims online. It really is a surprisingly simple process that you can do straight from home, as long as you put in that little bit of prep work. So I'm going to leave you with this one final critical question to think about. Is your KYC actually updated and ready for today? Honestly, don't wait until you desperately need those funds to find out there's a typo in your paperwork. Log into the portal, check those prerequisites, and empower yourself with access to your own hard-earned money. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I really hope this clears up the path to your EPF.